Welcome, Brew Ballers, and welcome to another edition of the Brew Ballz Sports. And we're talking sports and we're drinking beer. I'm your host, Travis, and with me today I got the two Christophers, middle names. Drew, W down there in Miami, leader of Heat Nation. What's your shirt say, Drew?
Woo! That say champs. That's what the hell that say. Champions. That's what that say. Had to stand up, let y'all see that.
And all the way from Columbus, Ohio right now, the Detroit native, the bad boy lover, the Fab Five lover, Mr. Grand Hill lover.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lover himself, sir. Nathan. What's up, man?
What's good, man? I'm doing all right. Hey, I'm hardly home, but I'm always repping. I may be in the land of the Buckeye, but I'm Motor City to the day I die. So
there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And of course, you guys know me. I'm Travis, your host, and Detroit all the time. Right now, I'm supporting my Red Wings, even though they lost last night. But we all right. We'll be back. All right. So first things first. Nate, what you drinking on?
Man, I'm going with my favorite, my Red's Apple Ale right here. I'm not really a big beer drinker. I'm hoping that this wonderful blog is going to open up my palate a bit more. So I'm going to definitely keep it going. But I figured I'd start off with my Red's Apple Ale today.
Yeah, we're going to get them. We're going to get them a couple more, some beers, some tasty, fruitful beers to lighten up his palate, some light beers that'll really get him going. And he'll start, because right now he's a craft brew virgin, and we're gonna convert him from being a craft brew virgin to a craft brew lover. And right now we got Mr. Drew down there in Miami. What you drinking on, man?
Well, I'm also not really a beer drinker, so we're drinking pure white Hennessy today. Pure white Hennessy. It's kind of hard to see. I got my light on, but I think y'all can see that. And look, it's almost done. Because I got thirsty-ass friends. I like to come over here and drink my, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Keep in mind, Wednesday. It's Wednesday if you drinking like that.
Right.
Okay. So, it's the playoffs. The
I'm
Heat are playing the Bobcats.
I'm just going to reach in the cooler and see what I get out of here.
What you got?
Dude,
I have the Jingju going right now. All right.
Okay.
Is that more the African beer?
No, the African beer. I haven't actually drank the African beer yet. I may drink it on the last thing before we talk about here and then get off. Never mind. That's a little bit late.
I already told you about
that
African
Brazilian beer right now. It's Brazilian.
Do we got outtakes? Do we do outtakes or?
No, I can edit anything.
I know outtake.
Nah, but no real outtake.
It's all good.
All right, so we're gonna go. Let's get into it. And every now and then, Drew's gonna be looking up to the side and he's gonna be cussing because Miami Heat are playing right now and they're playing against the Bobcats, but they're playing around. They're not up. I mean, they're only about 7 points and it's
7 points.
Yeah, 79-72, 24 left. 24 seconds left in the third. So if I snap in here, it ain't good.
Yeah. All right. So first question.
Well, let's go.
Can the Wiz beat the Bulls? Well, you know what? I don't even need to say it that way. Will the Wiz beat the Bulls? Because right now they're up 2-0. After that game yesterday, John Wall looks like a completely different player right now. Because I remember watching him at his rookie year. He coming out hitting the Dougie and everything. Got Colin Cowherd going off, and I really don't understand why he went off. But what do you guys think about the Wizards' chances of beating the Bulls?
Go ahead, Drew.
I think it's like pretty self-explanatory. I mean, they're up 2-0. They didn't have home court. They're going back to DC, and Chicago can't score. They play great defense, but they don't have a go-to guy. Joakim Noah is great, as good as he is, and as hard as he plays, he's not a scorer, and he has that raggedy ass, twisted jump shot or whatever he does when he. Yeah, so it's just about as terrible as Bill Cartwright's. But yeah, so I had to go back to Bill Cartwright. Hey, he plays with Chicago. Chicago has a thing with dudes with centers with terrible jumpers, a terrible form on their jumpers, I should say. So yeah, they're gonna win that, and they're gonna end up playing maybe Indiana. We don't know. We'll get to that later.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Who knows if they're gonna
Go
win
ahead.
that?
Go ahead, Nate. What you think, Nate?
Man, honestly, I think that Joakim Noah he's a great second guy. He's just not a good main guy. You put him with Derrick Rose or even a solid B level.
You're going out, Nate.
I think you got me.
Yeah, there you go.
You got me now.
That's better.
Okay. I think he's a great, guy behind the guy. So with Chicago as depleted as they are already, I kind of picked Washington to win the series, in the long run anyway, just because they got more bodies. But I definitely didn't expect them to win both games in Chicago. I think the backcourt of Wall and Beal, man, is just too much for them, man. And if they, are pushing it like they did yesterday, I think it's a sweep, man. I mean, the Bulls, they definitely play hard, but to Drew's point, man, if they can't score, it's all for naught, man. So I think not only do I think are the Wizards gonna win, but I think they're gonna sweep them, man. I don't see the Bulls even getting the game. And if they do get one game, at best, man, it goes 5 games max.
Wow. What about so you think that the Wizards will come back and win again in Chicago a third time?
I do, man. I do. I really do. Tibbs is a great coach, but he just had bad luck over 2 years, man, and losing his horses. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that the Wizards now, man, they're young, they're hungry. Like you said, John Wall is playing, like he, like he's capable of playing. He's kind of putting the young immature game down, picking up this polished game, man. He's doing all. He's making himself worth the money. So that's what you like to see from your young guy. So
he is. I've been impressed with his personality and attitude lately. Like he's been. Every time you see him, he looks mad. He looks determined. He looks like he just wants to win. And before I thought he was gonna be one of those. I thought he was gonna be more of a Brandon Knight type. That number one, silky smooth, but he's not really upper echelon type of point guard. But he's showing like, this is my year. He's probably he might be most improved, but that's so. Who knows, man? I don't know what's going on.
They gave that to Dragic. What's his name? They gave it to
Goran Dragic.
Goran Dragic.
Dragic today,
Yeah, he's balling though. I know we ain't gonna get off topic, but that dude is balling. I ain't even gonna lie, man. He's balling out.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
He deserved it.
All right, so we're going.
But yeah, Chicago's done.
Chicago's done.
Yeah,
Okay, let me ask you this then: if they do get past Chicago, just quickly, do you think they'll beat Indiana?
I'd have to say no. I think it'd be a good series, but I'd give edge to Indiana. But I think that's me kind of talking to the Indiana that showed up the first half of the season, not the Indiana that showed up after the All-Star break. But I still, if I was a betting man, I'd still put my money on Indiana. I think their focus is and always has been the Miami Heat. It's hard for them to get up for games, and I think it's supposed to be like that after you win a title. But, when you're still trying to get your first one, you're supposed to be hungry. And I think that they're just kind of missing that. And I also think that them losing Danny Granger was huge, man. Like, Danny Granger was the man on that team. He may not have played a lot, but he was the captain in the locker room and all of that. And he kept everybody in check.
He was the glue. They got rid of their glue, man.
With him
so what
going,
do you think,
I just think that they're exposed a bit.
Washington would beat Indiana?
I think that series will go 7 games.
I
think it goes 7 games because Washington has what Indiana is lacking, which is chemistry. They have no chemistry and togetherness, and right now it seems like Washington has that. So I think it could go 7 games, and Indiana might squeeze it out if they get their act together. But all I know is that Gortat and what's the other boy they got down there?
Nene.
Oh, Nene. They gonna give Hibbert
they take
business
money,
down there.
And Hibbert is trash, man. You heard it here first. Hibbert is trash, man.
They gonna. I agree. I've been saying that 7-2 slow, clunky.
Sorry, man.
Sit your ass down, Hibbert, somewhere.
I respect him. I do, Trav. You know what I'm saying? But playoffs is where you get exposed. Like, let's just be real. And dude is soft. I mean, his best averages, I think, were 12.6 boards. You know what I'm saying? His best averages at Georgetown was 11.5 boards. He's definitely made strides, but he's not the big man that I think, you know, Indiana needs to really get there. I mean, like I said, they got a great core around him, so they've been able to cover his shortcomings. But the playoffs, man, are more about chess and less about checkers. You know what I'm saying? It's a strategic, man, and he's getting exposed, G.
He's not a big man all-star at all. He's not. 7-2, you 1 for 7 last night. You 7-2, you 1 for 7. The game before that, you didn't. I don't think he scored, or he had like 2 points. Like for you to be 7-2, you should average.
How many boards? Like
I think he had like 4. I think he had like 4.
Right. That's where I'm mad.
He should have like 10 boards easy.
It's no excuse. You may have a bad shooting night, but it's no way you should never not pull rebounds at 7-2. You a big man.
And the bad thing about it is you're a center. You're right there in the lane. For you to shoot 1 for 7, what are you doing? What are you doing? Really? Centers shoot. Everyone who leads the league in field goal percentage is a center or a power forward. With the exception of LeBron. With the exception of LeBron, you know, 56%. He's a wing player.
And there we go.
My guy plays on my team. But anyway, so yeah, right. So back to Indiana. Anyway, you're 7-2, dude. Come on, man. You can't shoot 60% or 55 or 50. Give me 45%. 1 for 7? I ain't that good at math. I know that's bad though. That's like 15% or something stupid like that. Like it's just ridiculous. Like how all of the other commentators have been saying, he just needs to be benched. And they need to bring in Mahimi. Mahimi played way better than him. And Mahimi and Scola. You got Mahimi and Scola. When they play Washington, Mahimi and Scola need to go against Nene and
Gortat.
What's the boy name? Nene and Gortat. That's the lineup that they need. With Stevenson and
Scola's solid, man. I think he was a great pickup for them. You know what I'm saying? He's always
he
been
definitely was.
Yeah, he's always been a you know what I'm saying, a nose to the ground kind of guy. Like he's tough. Well, him, David West, man, they got a solid front line.
He was a better pickup than Andrew Bynum.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic.
What's he doing?
Hey, we're not gonna go.
Y'all forgot about Andrew Bynum. Y'all forgot Andrew Bynum played for the Pacers.
Andrew Bynum.
I know I did.
I forgot he played for them. He played for them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
This is terrible.
I don't want to go down that road. Yeah, he sits for him. All right.